motherfucking deal, YouTube. This your boy, Coach Dante in the building, man. Please comment, like, and subscribe on this video, man. Really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you guys for always showing that love and that support to the channel, man. Thank you guys so much. So let's get right into the video, man. Shout out to everybody that support throughout 2K, throughout the live streams. Shout out to you guys, man, that always support, man. So let's get right into it. This is the Rockets weekly report, weekly review. Every week we go over the Rockets games, and we're gonna break them down. You know how they lost, no matter if they won or not. And this is again not been a good week for the Houston Rockets. This has been a terrible week for the Houston Rockets. So shout out to the Spotlight Sports Network. Shout out to everybody that support the channel, man. Let's get right into it. Don't forget, we have the 7,200 seconds with me and Key later on today. Then we got my boy SC Experience Lakers game today. So it should be fun. So let's go. Let's do it. Houston Rockets lose 120-110 against the Miami Heat this weekend. The Houston Rockets, they didn't start off the game great. Miami Heat has had a bunch of players out on COVID. Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, they didn't have those two guys, but they did have Kyle Lowry, they did have Tyler Hero, and they did have they didn't have PJ Tucker, I don't believe. They did have the head coach and Erik Spoelstra. They have one of the Martin twins, and they were able to beat us 110 and 120. The game got chippy in the fourth quarter. I think the referees, I'm not going to blame the referees when you're not making your open shots, when you're turning the ball over. You don't get those type of calls. And the game did get physical. Miami was getting some calls going in their favor. The Rockets will get being aggressive, going to the basket. The referees wasn't really calling anything. The Miami Heat did get every touch foul, but again, Jimmy Butler went off in this game. The Miami Heat was up by much as, I believe, they could have been up by much as 20, 30 or something. The Rockets were able to get back in the game. The Rockets were able to get down by 5 in the fourth quarter. Eric Gordon misses a 3 that would have put the Rockets down 2. I believe that would have kind of broke momentum a little bit. But Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat was able to go off again. Nick Stauskas kind of played in this game. I mean, everybody was getting what they want in this game. So you have Amani Brooks has 6 points in the game. Josh Christopher has 7. I like Josh Christopher. Like I say, he's my favorite Rocket. His defense, he shoots the ball very well. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know how he gets to shoot the ball that well. He didn't shoot that well in the summer league. All of a sudden, he shoots very, very good now. Got great athleticism. Ain't afraid to guard up. He had 7 points. Jae'Sean Tate had 22 points. He was very, very good. He hits a big 3 to put the Rockets within 10 points. And after that, the Rockets got it closer within 5. And Eric Gordon misses an open 3-pointer that would have put the Rockets down 2 points. And the Heat was able to kind of run off and take advantage. They were getting a lot of free throws. Tyler Hero was able to make a 3-pointer here and there, but the Heat were dominating in the first half. In middle of the second, third quarter, before the Rockets got hot and got back in the game. They also had a big block on KJ Martin, year 7 of their center. The Rockets fights, gets the rebound. KJ Martin didn't see year 7 from behind. Year 7 was able to get a block shot, and he was able to flip the game with that block shot right there. Christian Wood had 18 points. that night. Eric Gordon had 15. Jalen Green, 16. KJ Martin had 6. He's been playing better. David Nwaba. David Nwaba had 7. He had 10 rebounds as well. Şengün, we've been missing him. He hasn't played. He played that game, though. He had 6 points. And Daniel Tice and Kevin Porter Jr., you got to play better, man. He had 7 points. He has to play better basketball. Kevin Porter Jr. has to play better basketball, man. And you had Martin with 11. Tyler Hero had 16. You had Stauskas with 6. 12, Kyle Lowry. And the Heat, 46% field goal percentage. The Rockets, 44. 3-point percentage. Miami Heat shots better because, like I say, they get open shots real easy. Their ball movement was better. The Rockets shot 33% from the 3. Miami Heat shot 84% from the free throw line. We finally shot 82%. The Rockets did out-rebound Miami Heat 46 to 43. Rockets offensive rebounds was 15. Miami Heat was 11. And the steals for the Rockets, 9 to 7. Assists, they both had 21 assists. 4 blocks to 6 for the Miami Heat. And the Rockets had 18 turnovers. Miami Heat got 4 more possessions than the Houston Rockets did. And that was pretty big. That was pretty big in this game. So the Miami Heat won that game. And then we go to the Denver game where it got atrocious for the Houston Rockets. The Rockets started off the game very well, 11-4. You would think this is one of those games that the Rockets could have. You have Monte Morris out of the game. They did have Jokic. They did have Aaron Gordon. They did have Austin Rivers. No Jamal Murray, but it didn't matter. The Denver Nuggets dominated in the second quarter. The Rockets was outscored by 17 when Christian Wood was on the goddamn floor. This was the game that Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood both abandoned the team in the third quarter and then come back in. You had Bo coming in the game. You had Campazzo, who was very good for Denver. You had Will the Thrill Barton. Everybody was very good in that second half, in that first quarter. In that second quarter, the Rockets got the hell outscored in that second quarter. But when your best player is getting outscored when you're on the floor 7 by 17, the Rockets got outscored by 17 when Christian Wood was on the floor. When he wasn't on the floor, the Rockets was pretty much doing great when he wasn't on the floor. And that shows a lot about something right there. The defense was garbage. No lack of effort, lack of leadership this game. No flow within the offense. A lot of missed open shots. Denver closed out the first quarter strong. And after that, that was all Denver in that third quarter. In the middle of that third quarter, Denver pretty much had a field day. When the Rockets got whatever the hell they want, got to the basket, making open 3-pointers, no defensive resistance. And that shows when you don't have a leader that can lead this team, and when you're missing layups and you're missing shots and your head go down, not getting back on defense, hey, you deserve to get going off on. That's what definitely John Lucas did. They didn't like it, and that results into another ass whooping, 124 to 111. Brooks, 6 points, didn't shoot well. Garuba even played in that game. KJ Martin, 15 points. Knicks, 13. Queen had 10. Christopher had 7. Jalen Green had 29 in this game. Kevin Porter Jr. had 8 points. Kevin Porter Jr. had 8 points in this game. And like I say again, the Rockets was outscored by 15. Christian Wood, no points because 8 minutes he didn't start in the game because he broke a team rule and you thought you were supposed to. You better be lucky you even played in this basketball game. That's you better be grateful he just played in the game. He didn't have to play. Uh, you got Tate had 8. You got guys. I mean, it was lack of effort in this game. Lack of effort in this game. I mean, Jalen Green pretty much the only one that showed up to play basketball. And when you got your young teammates say you supposed to set an example for us and we looking up to you, that is bad. He's not a leader. Christian Wood is not a leader. And Kevin Porter Jr. is not either. That's sad when you have teammates walking out on you. But Kevin Porter Jr. has a history of doing that with Cleveland. But he's young. He can mature. He's making progress. But that's even terrible when you're the veteran on the team. When you're the leading scorer, you're the leading rebounder. You are the difference. You are the difference when you're the leading scorer and the leading rebounder. Bobo had 11 points. You had, Will Barton, 12. Campazzo had 22. 11 for, I don't know this dude's name, for Denver. I don't know this dude's name for the Denver Nuggets right here. But you do have Aaron Gordon, 16. JaMychal Green had 11. Had 11 points for the Nuggets. 24 for Jokic and 11. And Austin Rivers, let me see, Austin Rivers had about 7, I believe. Austin Rivers, 7 points, resulting in 124. 53% for the Nuggets, 54% from the field not 54%, 43% from field for the Rockets. 31% from the Nuggets from 3, 38% from 3 for the Rockets. They shot better than the Nuggets, but the points in the paint was critical. And that was due to Nikola Jokic, the best player on the floor. 46 rebounds for the Nuggets, 36 for the Rockets. Out rebounded by 10. They both had 10 steals apiece. The Nuggets had 33 assists. They had a lot of ball movement in the game. So guess what? Rockets 20. No ball movement, no flow in the offense. No ball movement, no flow in the offense. Rockets had 17 turnovers. Denver Nuggets had 18. 4 block shots for the Houston Rockets. And resulting in total 124-111 loss by the Houston Rockets. So we go to the last game, and we're going to get up out of here. Which is tonight. Rockets had a great first half. They outscored, the Sixers 63-62. What happened? The defense in the game just fell apart. The shot making fell apart. Everything just fell apart for the Rockets. No answer for Joel Embiid. No answer for him. No answer for Isaiah Joe, who had 18. No answer for Korkmaz, who had probably his best game of the year. Curry had 15. Andre Drummond had 8 and 7. Joel Embiid had 31. He had a triple-double, man. He had 31, 10, and 15. That is sad. He had a triple-double, 31, 10, and 15. Shake Milton had 5. Korkmaz even had 11 assists. He even had 11 assists. 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris had 14. Danny Green had 6. Joel Embiid had 10 assists, 15 boards. In the second half, it just fell apart. Daniel Tice couldn't make shots wide open. He couldn't shoot at all. And he cannot make shots. I see why the Rockets don't play him anymore. Can't make shots. Yes, he tries on the defensive end, but he can't shoot. He can't make shots when they're open. And Jalen Green kind of struggled in the game tonight. He kind of struggled in the game to get a rhythm, to get shots up. He struggled pretty much. Jalen Green had 12 points, but 3 for 12. He struggled pretty much, but he's gonna like I say, he's getting a flow every once in a while. He's getting better. He's gonna get better. He's gonna have nights where he's gonna score points and when he's not. But he's so good, he still can give you about 12, 13 points, 14 points a night. He's still okay. Garrison Matthews was our bright spot, 23 points. Glad he's came back. KJ Martin, who was flying in the first half. Very impressed with him. Josh Christopher, 13 points. Very impressed with him tonight. David Nwaba, 12 points. Always play hard when he gets on the floor. Eric Gordon had 14. He was pretty okay in the game. He's been professional. I like the way Eric Gordon has not complained and been professional with this team. I like the way. Because anybody should have been a leader, it should have been him. Jae'Sean Tate had 14 in the game. So the first half was pretty good. Second half was terrible. No defense. Sixers getting whatever they want. They ran off in the third quarter. And I knew they was going to run off. The third quarter started out very good, even. But once they had the 8-0 run to go up 79 to 71, it was over. The game was pretty much a done deal. Done wrap after that. Rockets just couldn't maintain and keep up. And so we go to the team stats. Sixers win 103 to 113. 52 field goal percentage for the Sixers, 41 for the Rockets, 3-point percentage, 42 to 34, 94% free throw shooting for the Sixers, 72.7 for the Rockets. Rebounding, Sixers 54, Rockets 12, out rebounded. Rockets couldn't get a board. Still 7 to 6, 25 assists for the Rockets. That's okay. I can deal with that. 33 assists for the Sixers. Better ball movement. 7 blocks for the Sixers, 4 for the Rockets. 12 turnovers for the Sixers, 11 for the Rockets. And right now, the Rockets can't buy a dub. But their next game on Wednesday against the Washington Wizards, the new and improved Washington Wizards. I mean, this team right now, I thought they were going to show some improvement. So far, the wins hasn't shown improvement. The players are improving, but the wins on the board, teams are just better than we are right now. And we got to live with it. I still think we're going to be fine in the near future. The Rockets have a capable young core that can do things, that can go places. But right now, teams are just better. We lose in the second half. We play great in the first half. We're a good first half team. We just don't put it together all 4 quarters. And that's, unfortunate that you don't got a leader to lead this team and your 2 guys walking out on you in adversity. That's unacceptable. But this is the Rockets weekly report and weekly review. We will have another one next week. So thank you guys. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Shout out to Spotlight Sports Network. Shout out to my boy Money Minch, who I did the game with, and my boy Raider Earn. Shout out to you, man, so much, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. I'm out. Much love. Peace, guys.